Hello, hello. Right, welcome everyone. I'm Aries. I hope everyone's having a good Furcation so far. I know we've only just started, but I'm Aries Griffin, aka TikTok Fuzz today. So, for those that are obviously wondering what they could do to improve their TikToks, what they could do to get involved in any events, so the first thing I'm going to go on is one of the things you need to do if you want to get views, if you want to help build an audience, help make more friends, is jump on the trends, right? So a lot of people will often jump on the dance trends. Dance trends are very, very popular. Unfortunately, that's not going to be me. But jumping on the trends is one of the quick fire ways to get views. So things like monthly trends, you know, or sort of twist them and make them into your own sort of little way and skits, that kind of thing. That is a very, very good quick fire way to get views. It's including hashtags. Add the hashtags there. I will also be reading the comments, by the way, just as a side note. I do have Twitch up, so I will be having a look. Let's have a little quick read of the comments for a moment. It's a Griffin, it is, yes. Hello, Kine. Hello, Matrix. I do not approve of your comment. For those that don't, for some reason, for miracle, you don't know what I'm like. Coca-Cola is best. Yes, Avardis' quote, that is very true. Wait, is this not about the 2010 Kesha song of the same note? Unfortunately not. So, yes, hello. Again, like Furcation has just posted, if there are any questions, feel free to ask them. I will read through them when I can. So, one of my other topics I'm going to mention is making drafts. So, I've noticed a lot of people will often make the TikTok, put the bio, add the cover, and we'll post straight away. So making drafts is one of the best things to do. Obviously, the one risk of making drafts is that there have been the odd phases, the moments every now and then where there is a series of mass reports. That is one of the biggest risks currently to content creators. I have been one of those people that have been mass reported by trolls. So the best thing to do is make a few drafts. Don't make too many drafts, but just make a few drafts, and that way then you can edit them and post them at the best time, which is something I'm also going to come into later on. But drafts are also a good way that if you are going to have moments where you're not going to be able to make TikToks for a while, you can just keep drafts on, and even if you need to, say, maybe edit them again, update them, that kind of thing. Let's have a look. Drafts like beer? No, unfortunately not. Right, I've been meaning to make videos, not sure what to center them on, but I'm hoping they get noticed. Right, that's a good question. So that's actually going to be something I'm going to be talking about. That's going to be in terms of what to categorize your videos at, maybe to make yourself known for one particular thing or for maybe multiple particular things. So that's actually going to be something I'm going to be talking about later on. One real quick thing, again, which I mentioned previously, was hashtags. There are a few trends going on out there that do come up and pop up now and then again, where you don't add hashtags and see how it reaches and see how much of an audience you reach, which is sometimes quite a good idea, because that's another thing as well, is sounds. When I say trends, if you use a trendy sound, people will click on that sound and they will see your video and it will pop up, especially if you go into the latest videos posted. So hashtags are also a good fire way to reach a further audience, a bigger audience, especially if, say, you're reaching specifically aiming for, say, the furry community, you know, for obvious reasons. So, for example, hashtags I will often use are FYP. For those that don't know, that's For You page. That's just something that a lot of people tend to put. I will often put furry fandom. If you hashtag your name, so if someone searches your name, they are more likely to see that video. need to do them on infusions, get some quality, do it. I'm sure I will get noticed for my bad dad jokes. There is actually a TikToker, for those that might not know, called Socks Fur. He has a few fursuits. One of them he is known for is his Lemon Brat raccoon suit. He often does sort of news videos, but he will also often do sort of skits and jokes and dad jokes kind of thing. He does very well with that. So it's also something that not a lot of people actually do. So if that's something we want to do, I would say go for it. One thing to mention is duets and stitches. So for those that don't know what duets and stitches are, duets is when you are duetting another video that's already been uploaded. The best way to describe it is you're going onto the video, you go onto settings of that video and you choose the option duet if that content creator has opted for people to duet. Or stitch. So duet is when your video is going to be next to their video or above or below or the other side, however you want to do it. It's often very good for sounds and scenarios. So then it looks like you're talking to that person. Stitch is usually often for people that want to react to videos. So there have often been, say, shocking videos that, you know, people want to react to. But bear in mind, a lot of the time stitches will get more views, but duets will often not, unless you are known for a certain thing. I have found that my duets don't often get as many views or as much traction unless it is Coca-Cola related. If it is Coca-Cola related as a duet, if it's stupid, if it's quick, if it is pointless, it will often get views and get people talking. Hello Zaydan, I just want to say hello for that. Another thing as well is check your analytics. So when you get TikTok, when you get an account initially, you will often not be able to check the analytics. You need to turn on the creator tools. Turn it on to a pro account. This will not initially make you get paid, that kind of thing. That is another thing I will mention. But if you turn your analytics on, go onto creator tools on your account. So go onto your account, you've got the 3 sandwich bar to the right hand corner, and then you go onto analytics and creator tools. That way then you can actually find out where most of your audience are coming from. I think if I check my phone right now, I will go onto my analytics. So there we go. Go on creator tools, analytics. So for example, I am going to find out my followers. So 61.3% of my followers are female, and I understand obviously with different genders it is unfortunately just male and female on the app, but 38.7% are categorized as male, and 41% of my audience come from America. So for those that actually remember, I think it was last year or just before that, when obviously, I'm not going to go too much into politics, but a particular American leader was planning on trying to ban TikTok in America. That would have had a massive effect on most TikTokers, not just America, but actually a lot of French, German and British TikTokers, where most of their audience would have actually disappeared. The only place you probably would have been able to go on would have been on the PC, and then you wouldn't be able to log in. So another way of boosting your audience, which unfortunately I've not been able to do recently because of my day job, are lives. Lives are a really, really good way of building up a following, especially because if people go on the For You, if you feature on their For You page, or say another live has featured on someone's For You page, you can click on that that live, and you can scroll up and it will just go on through all the lives that are currently going on throughout the world, and you might pop up. And because if you've got a fursuit, especially if you've got a fursuit, but if you've got a furry aesthetic, people will either be a bit intrigued, but you will, as the furry community, you will know, obviously, hate is a thing. Some people get more hate than others. It's how you react to it is another thing as well, we'll say that. I've been someone who's been very, very open and honest and very jokey of how I react to any hate. And to be fair, I've had a couple of times where they've gone, you know what, fair enough. You're taking it well. You're okay with what you do. Fine. But that's a side note. Length of videos. Length of videos can be determined depending on the person. If you've got a regular audience who are used to your, say, more longer videos, because now TikTok will give you an option of doing 15-second videos, 60-second, but now 3-minute videos. Okay? Not a lot of people will often do 3-minute videos. It's only usually for talks and rants and reacts. That's often a thing that a lot of sort of vent channels will do, is 3-minute videos. A lot of people will notice the longest video that's really worth capturing an audience is a minute, but that's also still depending on the type of video. If it's a skit, I would say about 30 seconds. A lot of videos are still better off at 15 to 30 seconds long. It's shorter than most, but also still not too short. Because again, for those that remember, even say like the likes of YouTube back in the day, you were better off doing really, really short, snappy videos, capturing the person's attention, blah, bum, done. But now YouTube videos get more traction if they are longer. So yeah, the trends change. Things change now and then. So at the moment, it's better to do 15 to 30 second videos. But yeah, so you don't want them too short. Don't have them too short. I find via analytics that, I believe you're probably going to say something else, but analytics are quite good. Analytics help as well, by the way, in terms of what time you should post or what time people are watching your content most on a certain day. If you often find that, because that's the other thing, some people will post in the morning, say maybe people will wake up and watch that. Some people will find lunchtime's a good idea, but you also got to look. You've got to look at where most of your audience come from. For example, most of mine, like I say, are from America. So you've got to work out what times they wake up, what times their lunch compared to your time zone. It can get complicated if you really think about it, but say for example, mine is currently saying 9 p.m. So I'll probably do it about between 8 and 9. Most of my videos have been uploaded around 8, 9. And around Sundays is usually about 5, 6. So again, it all depends. But sometimes it's better to do it slightly after the time that TikTok recommends. Sometimes it's a good idea to do it just again, you can't always guarantee what's going to work. I know a lot of more popular creators, for example, you've now got Nefertiti under a new account, you've got Trico. They, I will admit, are guaranteed to get views. When they've got such a big following, you are guaranteed to get views. But unfortunately, sometimes for smaller creators, you have to just work around it and work your way up. Another thing in terms of videos, I'm just going to read that 30-second videos only get 40% total view time. So I don't know if that's through your analytics or not. I will have a quick look. Mine, I don't believe, there we go. So yeah, so mine's different. So okay, fair enough. Another thing in terms of video content, transitions and effects. Don't overboard effects. Sometimes it's not always that much of a good idea. It can be too much. You've also sometimes as well got to remember some people have light sensitive epilepsy, so you've got to put in flash warnings, especially with transitions and effects. But transitions can be a good idea. I actually started off, when I was starting off right at the beginning of TikTok last year, I didn't know how to do transitions. I didn't know how to cut the videos. So when you're actually on TikTok and you're doing a video and say, I don't know, you can't remember all the words, or you want to do different scenarios or different scenes, different characters, It's better to, when you're about to start, there will be a little, kind of like a line with the sound waves on effectively, and you can choose when to cut the video, do that scene, and then obviously when you go back it will then start from when that finished. So it's a lot easier than I thought at the beginning. But one of the biggest things in terms of the quality of the videos, obviously the quality of your camera, as much as I hate to admit it, is going to make a difference. If you've got motion blur, a lot of motion blur, if you've got a slightly poorer quality camera on your phone, I hate to admit it, it will make a difference. But the other thing is lighting. Lighting plays a massive part. Do not, by any means, film yourself without any kind of lighting aid. Oh no. Yeah, so that was my Twitch, by the way, guys. I do apologise. My Twitch was a little bit so where was I? So lighting. In terms of lighting, do not film yourself during the daylight with the windows open, of you in front of the window. You're just going to be a black silhouette. I'm also a photographer, for those that don't know, so that kind of somewhat helps in that sort of area. It's not going to be a good idea because the light is just going to make you into one big black silhouette blob. It's not a good idea. You'll also get motion blur because the lighting on the other side is not going to be so good, so it's going to have to compromise. But if you have got a really nice, well lit room, fair play, absolutely. But not a lot of people do. So if I pop my notes here, I've got a couple pieces of equipment, but I've got a couple things here that can particularly enhance your videos in terms of lighting, sharpness and quality. So one of the things that a lot of people will have, because it's cheaper, this is the cheapest option, and that is a phone ring light. Often I will use this. My boyfriend got me this, so thank you to Thunder. But if I go like this, I'm not sure if it's going to show. There we go. So that's, if I go like that, so that's a very, very good cheap way of doing it. That just attaches. If I grab my phone, if I show you what happens on my phone, if I go like this, so now I could just go like that. If I just sort of, I'll just put it on the first setting, ta-da, done. So that's a really, really good cheap, it's got 3 settings, hence why I had to press that a few times. So yeah, that's a really, really good way of doing it. To be fair, if you want to just do selfies in a dark room, that's a really, really good way of doing it. Especially if it just lights up yourself and you've got a slightly dark background and, you know, it points you out, great. The other thing as well, a lot of people will use will be these things. So it's another ring light. They're all the same, they're ring lights. It's slightly more expensive, but you can pretty much get cheap ones. This one was about £9. I'll say that now, it's about £9. This one was about £15, so it's not a massive jump. But these are great because mine actually comes with, mine's at home at the moment, my other phone holder. And it comes with a dual phone holder here. So you just pop that on, put the phone on, turn the light on. I'm not going to do that unfortunately because it is a lot brighter. But it does come with a stand. So yeah, like I say, it acts effectively as a 2-in-1 tripod and ring light. Absolutely brilliant. It will, to be fair, for £15, you can't go wrong. Not gonna lie, you can't go wrong. So these things will be your best friend for TikTok, not gonna lie. Even for photos and videos in general on your phone, they're absolutely brilliant. People laughed at things like this. Hello, I believe I know who this person is. I gotta get one of those. Yes, you do. You do need to get one of these. Like I say, Absolutely brilliant. Again, cheap, easy, clip on the phone, highly recommended. And they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. My big one has different colour settings as well, so it's an RGB one. So is, yeah, like I say, it's absolutely brilliant. I can't recommend them enough. Absolutely can't recommend them enough. Anyone got any questions in terms of ring lights? In terms of where's the best place to get them? In terms of, I don't know, what you'd recommend about them, that kind of thing. Just anything real quick. If not, I will go on to the next category, which is quite an important one. I will be checking the comments, don't you worry. Anyone, please? So yes. Okay, so unfortunately there's no question about it. To be fair, there's not really much to ask about them, not gonna lie. The next thing is the For You page and the following page. The For You page is what people around the world will just see, what TikTok will recommend. For example, if you're going to be commenting on a lot of, I don't know, phone related videos, or I don't know, gadget related videos, if you interact with those kind of videos on TikTok, TikTok will be recommending more of those kind of videos for you on your For You page. You also have the following page. That's obviously just including the people that you personally follow on your account. More than likely they will be videos that have been either not been put on the For You page, so that's a good way of interacting with smaller content creators and helping them out and boosting their audience a little bit, especially with videos that don't often go on the For You page. They will often also be videos that are a lot older, again, smaller videos that have not reached the For You page for other people, for non-furries. So For You page is all well and good, but it's also a very good idea to try and get yourself on the For You page. That way, again, you will reach more of an audience. It's a double-edged sword sometimes. That the following page is always very good. I know a lot of people that do not look on the following page because they're like, oh no, I follow that person, it's all good, I'll just see their videos. This is where spam liking comes in. Spam liking, for those that don't know what spam liking is, it is not just like a video. It's, you're not going through a video long enough, you're not watching the video all the way through. You will often see, if you have experienced it yourself, which of course I have, if you have experienced it yourself, you will notice it's within the same time period. So it'll say, oh, so like you've not checked TikTok for a while, but it'll all be within that minute. So within like a space of a minute or two, someone will have just gone and liked your videos, like they've just gone scroll, like, scroll, like, scroll, like. Bad move. So you'll find a lot of content creators, small or big, will often put in their bio that if you are a spam liker, regardless of who you are, you will be blocked. No questions asked. There have been a couple times where a couple friends of mine have accidentally spam liked, and I do admit I've messaged them and said, please, look, come on. And you know, fair play, they've listened, and it's all Gucci, it's all well and good. So spam liking, the reason why spam liking is a big no-no. A big no-no because it hurts, especially smaller creators. It's not, I still don't recommend it regardless, but it's still not a good idea. But it doesn't hurt bigger accounts as much as it does smaller content creators. Smaller content creators, spam liking will cause you to be shadow banned. Shadow banned is when, say, if you're averaging about, let's just say you're averaging about 1,000 views in a video, you will say, you know, you get 1,000 views a video. As soon as you get spam liked, you'll probably notice a little bit after that your next few videos might not get so much traction. You'll probably, I would say, I don't know, you'll get 400 views, 500 views, 200 views. that's when you know you are shadow banned. You're not reaching the For You page. That's exactly what shadow banning is. You're not reaching the For You page so much. Let's have a look at what else I've got. Right. One thing I do is taking inspiration from people. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm copying them. I will have jokes with, if anyone has heard of them, Fuse the Wolf, you've got Avardis. We'll often have jokes with each other how we steal, you know, how I steal their content. It's not. We are taking inspiration. I've taken a few of the sounds they've used if I looked for a suitable sound for a video, or a type of a skit idea, a scenario, and I've gone, oh, that's a good idea, and tried to put my own sort of twist to it. So yeah, we all know we do that. But it is a good idea because then it can give you more ideas for future videos again, and then add on to the drafts, and then you can edit it later on, that kind of thing. So if you want to do a sound, use a sound, and you know exactly how you want to act it out, but you're not quite sure as to what the theme of the video is, just add it to the drafts and then make your other videos, and later on, like I say, later on edit it to how you want, update it, that kind of thing before you upload it. That's the other problem as well. I'll go back to the whole risk of content creators who've had their accounts banned. As soon as you are banned, all of your drafts saved will be gone. So this is why, another reason why I say don't make too many drafts. I have made that mistake. The last time my last account was actually banned was thanks to, again, a Coca-Cola video, but also I had about 40 drafts in my account, and it's not a good idea. So yeah, like I say, I make about an average of about 10 drafts. That way it lasts me about a week, so I alternate it. Some people post every day, some people are not so regular, and again, you know, hello Ember, I hope you're doing okay. I've just noticed you pop into the chat there. I hope you're okay. And another thing as well, funny enough, content wise, I think Ember joining the chat has just reminded me. I do apologise, by the way, to you, Ember. I'm just going to say now, because obviously circumstances you obviously are aware of, but just don't want to be a constant reminder. But it is a good idea for people if you have VR. People will often use their own VR chat models, characters, whether it be their personas or whether it be just a random VR chat model, and they will use them to do skits. Obviously, another good content idea is, when I say hop on trends, this is coming back to hopping on trends. So another thing is recent events. If you find a way of joking about recent events, not in a nasty way, I'm not going to go into too much detail about certain events, but obviously we know there was a certain con that happened recently where certain events happened, and a lot of people hopped onto it. A lot of people hopped onto that trend on TikTok, making skits, making scenarios, making little jokes about it, and that got them views. If you did something like that, it got you views. All I'm going to say is it involved a particular food source, and that's all I'm going to say. So now you know what I'm talking about. VTubing is popular too. It is, yes. Oh, it's okay. We're recovering from it slowly. Honestly, Ember, you're stronger than you think. That's all I'm going to say. I'm being deadly serious. I forgot to actually message you about that. But yes, like I say, the VR world, absolutely. Again, I don't have VR, but it is especially if you don't have a suit and you want the confidence to make videos, but also portraying a character. VR is a really, really good way to do that, especially if you are, say, I don't know, commissioning a suit and you've got a suit in the making, but you still want to make videos prior and you don't want to use your face, because I know there aren't enough furries that on TikTok that just use their face. For those that know Hyro, who is a saber, he was one of the most popular non-fursuit TikTok creators. He now just pretty much does like cosplay and stuff like that. So another thing you can do is interactions. make interactive content. It can be very, very stupid, quick and easy. You could literally add a sound and say, I made a video a while ago where it was a sound and it was just interact as if you're part of the household. I will start and I went, who's taken all my Coca-Cola? Okay, so you just start off like that and everyone in the comments starts off talking to each other as if they're in the same household. It was fun, don't get me wrong, it was actually quite fun, and it's still going. I still get notifications to this day from people that are commenting on it and new friends that have now seen it and going through my content. It's brilliant, it's great fun seeing the imagination that people go through. And then I do actually plan on later on replying to some of those comments as if I've gone away to go and get the Coca-Cola and then come back to see all these people commenting and interacting with each other and making friends with each other as well, which is kind of cool. That's another thing that will get you views, is commenting, because it's interaction. Commenting is one of the biggest ways to get your videos out there. If you make a really interactive video, the more comments, the more people are going to see it. Yes, role-playing VR would be good. That's it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will say in about 10 minutes, I'm going to do about a 20-minute Q&A. Just going to put that out there. So another one, I would say, another big one is have fun. Just have fun. It's one of those apps that started off a bit like Vine, where it comes across as cringy to some people, but it's addictive. For those that don't know, I started TikTok, funny enough, when I was in quite a low place, and because it started making me friends, and it became addictive, and it was fun. It was something to do whilst I had no motivation to do anything else. It was probably one of the best things that happened, and now it's come to this where I'm now making a panel. I'm now hosting a panel for Virtual Furcation, talking about TikTok, all because it's come from me trying to find something to do when I was in a really bad place mentally. And I've made a lot of friends. This is another thing that TikTok is very good for. You make a lot of friends from it. I've probably made more friends on TikTok than I have Twitter. Again, different platforms, whatever, but it's such a nice platform when it can be. Don't get me wrong, all platforms can get toxic at times. We're the furry fandom, you know. We know what it's like to have toxic people, you know, trying to ruin each other's content, trying to ruin each other's moods. But, you know, we just need to find ways of getting over that, not in that sort of term, but just finding the obstacles and finding a way of getting around them and dealing with them in our own way. Once you know how to do that on TikTok, then it's somewhat easy. The thing you got to remember is, for those that, if you are going to struggle with haters, just think, if they think you are weird for, you know, a hobby that you enjoy, you know, it's not your fault. You know, it's, at the end of the day, you're enjoying a hobby that's not harming anyone. Do not worry. It's going to be a lot easier said than done. I do, you know, admit, but the hate, you will get a variety of hate comments. You will get as well the very typical ones, and I'm not going to mention them because it would have to include a trigger warning. I'm not going to mention them because it's not really going to be a good idea, but there are a variety. Again, yeah, so anyone got any questions in regards to any of the subjects I've just commented on at all? I know there are about 27 of you watching right now. I know a few of you that are currently in the chat right now. If you ever get VR, hit me up. I can hook you up with a burb. Oh, please do, Ember. Oh my god, yes. I do one day want to get VR. So I can't unfortunately speak for how to record through VR for videos. I'm unfortunately not a VR person. I've not done it. I have done VR, but I've not gone into the furry world. Hi fellow TikTok furries. Hello. So yeah, so I will do my little plug. So for those that don't know, I am admin of TikTok Furs on Twitter. So if you want to search for us, it is at TikTok Furs. We have a few plans next year, and I'm just going to say it out there. We've got a few plans. I am looking for admins for my social medias. We have an Instagram as well, which I do need to somewhat update and sort out, and a Facebook page, which also needs updating. However, like I say, we've got plans for some events next year. Again, TikTok, you know, it's become a community, and I absolutely love it, and it's allowed, you know, each other to you know, to promote each other and to give constructive criticism or compliments and that kind of thing. I also have a Discord server which I will plan on. It is quiet now, and whilst COVID was really, you know, going on with all the virtual cons, I was doing virtual meets, hosting virtual meets every Sunday evening, and I do plan on keeping it quiet for now, doing a couple sort of special events, and then bringing it back up again next year. So okay, that is a little bit quiet right now. Is it easy or worthwhile posting TikToks to other social media and video platforms? Sorry if you covered this earlier, was called away for a bit. Don't you worry. I would say, again, Twitter's a good place to do it. Again, because if you've got, it's a good way to reach an audience. Twitter, again, tag the TikTok Furs Twitter. We will retweet your TikTok content. If you've made several videos, I would say add them to YouTube. A lot of people will make compilation videos on YouTube. There are Facebook groups out there. There is a Facebook group which I don't actually host, but I do host a Facebook page which I'll be sorting out later. But I would say, again, like I say, Twitter. Yeah, so Instagram also, you can always tag TikTok Furs if you ever post on Instagram, and we will sort that out. But yeah, like I said, YouTube is actually a very big part of the fandom still. I will say TikTok has somewhat taken over, but YouTube is still a big part because people will make compilations. I still know people that upload their own TikToks onto YouTube as a compilation. I have done that myself. For those that know or not, there is a friend of mine, Winged Wolf 94, who is an animator. They have uploaded some of their TikToks on one of their secondary YouTube accounts, Acid Wolf. So yeah, please go and follow them. But yeah, there's also a few new TikTokers that I know recently that have gained quite a bit of traction. Unfortunately, this is going to be quite a controversial subject. A lot of people will say you don't need a fursuit to be a fairy. True. Very true. Okay? So if you know how to work your content, you're all good. Unfortunately, for some people who don't have a fursuit, there will be videos that pop up on your For You page and will instantly, as soon as you get a fursuit, will instantly get traction and get views. The first video. It's always the way. It doesn't mean you're a nice person. It doesn't mean, you know, you're good, or I'm not saying, you know, yes or no, but, you know, fursuits are a big part. But again, like I say, you could have a puppet and still do good content. But yes, Zephyr has made the best point, I would say. You don't need one, but it can help. So I don't know if anyone's got any more questions, because it's getting around about that mark where I can do a Q&A. I've got about 20 minutes to kill. So if anyone got any questions at all in terms of TikTok, I will give you my social medias as well, by the way, if you do ever want to, because I do. So me and one other TikToker, funny enough, Reskel, very good friend of mine, we often have this thing where we do, we gather people's videos and we make it into a compilation. Or say me and Avardis, we will often do series where we're saying, oh, people I've met through TikTok, or people I want to meet, or fursuiters I want to see, or fursuit crushes. That often gets views, especially if you, one, tag them, and two, people will often see them and go, oh my god, it's this person. that kind of thing. I have done, but need to do more. I'm known as Snugs36. Go and follow them then. Go and follow them if you're, for those that have seen that. Again, so obviously when Furcation does come back in real life, obviously, thanks COVID, I think that's another thing as well. TikTok has done pretty well out of COVID. Again, a lot of people were furloughed. A lot of people, were stuck in their homes, were working from home. More time at home to spend with either the kids or with pets, or doing their own creative activities, doing their own hobbies, and concentrating on other stuff as well as work. Including me, I was furloughed for about 2 months. So obviously after the first 2 months of the pandemic, I have worked throughout. But I have had more time to do TikTok, and now it's become quite a big thing, that it's now quite a big part of my life, and it's a lot of fun, and I can't get over it sometimes. I do want to say, for those people that I have made friends with because of TikTok, you might be featured on one of my videos. I am doing a series at some point, but yeah, so thank you, by the way, to those I have made friends with through TikTok. It's a very creative platform. I think that's what it helps in terms of attracting furs. For the furry fandom, we're a very creative community. So anything that gives us any opportunity to be creative, to make fun of something, to have a bit of fun, and not give a damn about the response, that's gonna be a good thing. The only thing I will say, there is one problem with TikTok, and that is unfortunately their support. So the other, but then the good thing that comes out of that is that there are obviously people you can rebound off, and again, constructive criticism. When, say for example, if you are going to use props, make sure you don't use real weapons. If you're going to use any sort of fake prop weapons, please make a disclaimer either in the bio or in the cover photo, or at least in the video itself, if it's like a little caption at the top says, fake prop, fake weapon, that kind of thing, so then you don't get reported. You will easily get either reported or you'll get community guideline violations. You just have to appeal it. So, important question, what would be the best way to promote a link on TikTok or even Furcation Twitch, such as a link for charity donations? What would be the best way to promote a link on TikTok? The best thing to do is talk about it on the video, or do a video, regardless of what style, about it on TikTok. And the joys of TikTok now, if you've updated your phone or updated the app itself, you can pin comments. So you can actually pin your comment if you are going to say, oh, it's going to be in the bio, or it's going to be in the top comment. Pin that comment, and then that's what everyone will see, regardless of when it was posted. I can't work, so TikTok and art has been my help to get through as I suffer with fibromyalgia. Ah, that's interesting. So yeah, that's another thing. I know a few people with that. So a lot of people will notice if you're disabled. There are actually a lot of disabled furs. There is a couple furs currently on that. I cannot remember the names, but there are a couple furs that are wheelchair bound, and have used that to their advantage. And again, another thing, if you are disabled or if you've got a condition, like for example, for those who haven't noticed already, I am ginger, but it is one thing that you can use, to your advantage in a way. So if you're part of a minority group, if you are, again, like I say, disabled, you can use that to your advantage, take the mick out of yourself, and that makes you sort of, people will go, oh, well, this person clearly is comfortable with the way they are, and people will want to interact with you. It's great, and it's a lot of fun, because again, that's the other thing as well. Sometimes, in a way, if you're going through a tough time, using comedy and using laughter and using positive, I'm going to do the whole positive vibes, it's a kind of thing that sometimes actually makes you lift up a little bit. Just taking the mick, people will often think, oh, you're being harsh about yourself. No. If you're going to take the mick out of yourself, why not? Life's too short these days. That's true. Yes, it very much is. Any other questions, guys? We currently have 28 viewers. I do want to say, by the way, a real quick thank you for those that have been watching my stream. It is quite surreal, not gonna lie, because for those that don't know, I also hosted 2 panels at Confuzzled. Very, very differently done. Ember says, telling stories on TikTok is a good thing too. Some people document their medical conditions. Yes, that is very true. And actually, it's a good way of educating people. Because that's another thing. Because I've noticed, for those that don't know, I'm a little bit of a crazy bird lady. So it's like, you know, I follow a lot of accounts that will often educate people about how to handle birds and how to notice certain behaviours in animals. So educating people about your medical conditions is a really, really good idea. And also that actually gets people learning, and that actually gets people interacting and asking you questions. Again, it keeps on adding to the audience reach. So you can use it to your advantage. What's a good way to arrange collabs with other TikTokers? Well, so what you can always do... it's Zephyr that has mentioned it. Right, Zephyr. So I would say the best thing to do, so for those, again, that don't know, when I mentioned we have different social media platforms, TikTok Furs, we also have an official Telegram chat. The best thing to do is message TikTok Furs on Twitter. We are still going through an array of messages at the moment from people that are requesting. So the best thing to do is either message TikTok Furs on Twitter, and then we can sort something out, and I will promote you. Or just even put on Twitter and reach out and say, look, who wants to do this? Because that's what I do. I just go, who wants to be part of this? And maybe mention, obviously, if it's going to be someone comfortable with doing such and such, you know, someone, I don't know, people, but often as well, a good thing, because I know there's a couple of people, including Rescal, who will do things like this, but you've got to make sure that the people are having some form of furry mask. Sometimes it's for security purposes and just for, to cover your butts, basically. Hi Asher, you've come in a little bit late, you have. But yes, Asher is actually a VTuber, funny enough. Speaking of VR and VTubers, even doing stupid skits and just random stuff on VR is always really good fun. Hi Casper, hello. Yeah, so any other questions at all in regards to TikTok? Anything that you want to know that we have plans for next year? I'm happy to maybe make some little hints. For God's sake, you know what, Irish? I genuinely got a little bit worried thinking I was swearing, and yes. I know I have come a little late. Yes, naughty husky. Ember has noticed Casper in the chat. Yeah, so any other questions at all whatsoever? Any questions? Oh, I didn't realise that was Casper, you naughty person. Any questions in terms of TikTok? Another thing I need to mention, by the way, is in terms of types of content. Some people will concentrate on one particular theme. Again, like I say, some people will be formed as a news channel, or for me it tends to be, my videos more consist of jokes about Coca-Cola, or skits about Coca-Cola, or bird related things, or I will often duet people or make duettable content, or I'll often make, you know, stupid soppy stuff for my boyfriend, or, you know, it's like sometimes it's a good variety to have. And I will often as well, because I do urbexing. For those who don't know what urbexing is, it's urban explorer. So you go to explore abandoned places, that kind of thing. I will often make little compilation videos of that, or that kind of thing. And then sometimes it's good to maybe add, Avardis is one of the content creators who's good for doing this. He recently made a really, really random video. Just, you know, a nice positive vibe type video, very, very different to what he does, and he got him about 3 million views. Very, very different. How do you find the energy to make so many videos? Ooh, let's just say it's one of those things, for those that maybe can't relate or can, I don't know. it's more or less a case of, I would say, once I've got going, I have a little private channel on my Telegram of sounds and videos and ideas, and I will just go through those and go through as many as I can. And I will literally, I'm the kind of person, when I'm fursuiting, the adrenaline kicks in. I'm one of those, unfortunately, I sometimes don't notice how hot I am underneath, and I do need to take breaks. But yes, I do. I think it's the enjoyment I get out of it. I think because I enjoy it, that's why I tend to have a bit of an energy for it. But I do need to make sure I have days where I know I'm going to have the energy or the motivation to do so. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Yes, Furcation, thank you. I hope everyone is enjoying their time. I do see there are a few people in the Minecraft channel at the moment. As I know, Furcation do have a Minecraft server now. I'm too tired to talk, so I shall shut my... Asha, please be quiet. That's fine, I guess I'm just lazy. You could always, I would say if you want to make a variety because of your motivation, or say maybe, I know you don't have as much energy as maybe other people, I would say don't just do first video. You can do selfies, you can do photo collages, you can get videos from events and stuff and make them into edit them. CapCut. This is a good, for those that don't know, there is an app called CapCut. If you want a good editing tool on your phone, a little phone app editing tool, CapCut is a very, very good one to use. It actually uses by linking through TikTok, because again it is actively used with TikTok. It will often have filters that you can actually use in a different way. The same filters from TikTok have, but used in a slightly different way on CapCut. Like I say, CapCut is very, very good because you can mute videos. Sometimes some people will have trouble with their glitches on TikTok, and they can just sort it out by using CapCut. I've done some from when I go out to cosplay cons, Fur Meets Art and Fun Days Out. That's another thing. Artists will often use TikTok. For those that know, Were Puppy and Indie Wolf, you know, they are people that will often use that to use TikTok as a platform to promote their art. If you are an artist who enjoys doing speed paint videos, or you want to show off your commissions, or you want to show off, if you're opening for something, do it, because people might duet you and that kind of thing. By the way, if you are friends of mine who have small businesses, I will often duet you if you do promote yourselves, by the way, because I do kind of enjoy doing that. So again, I will say, for those that don't know, behind me you can see, well, I was doing that, yeah, behind me you can see fursuits galore. You will see a tiger who is Thunder. That's Thunder. So at Thundertail22 on TikTok. This is my girl, my main girl. I have two fursuits. This is the one that most people know me for. So this is Aries Griffin. I won't be putting her on right now because I haven't got a balaclava at hand. You'll see my little plushie as well. In the background, so my little custom plushie made by Jaws and Paws. Fursuit makers are also a really good idea for TikTok, showing off your fursuit work, that kind of thing. I'm a photographer. I've showed some of my photos on there as well. I put my tag in already. Cool. My tag is... There we go. Guys, if you have TikTok, we have nearly 5 minutes. Just over 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, Asher. Oh my goodness, Casper. They have now started to make comments about Thunder. This is brilliant. Leave my boyfriend alone. Stop being mean to him. Yeah, so... if you have TikTok... yes, Furcation. Thank you, Furcation. I am just about to wrap up. I want to say, by the way, thank you for watching my stream. I have pretty much gone through all that I can. Oh, Neo is now in the chat. Hello, Neo. You literally just come along as I'm about to wrap up. But yes, again, thank you for joining the stream. I hope people have enjoyed. again, there are so many things you can do in the Furcation server at the moment. You know, there are opportunities to do Jackbox nights. You know, you can just chill in Minecraft VR. You can just go in the clubhouse. The evenings they'll be, you know, DJing. But if you've got TikTok, we have 5 minutes. If you have TikTok, please put your username in the comments right now, because I might end up following you if I don't already. But yeah, so people can look at each other. Please, again, like I say, I don't know, obviously it's going to be a bit of a lag. So again, if you have TikTok, put in your there we go. Here we go, guys. Look, we've got people's usernames coming through. I will follow you now, Snugs. I will do this right now. Put your username, TikTok usernames if you have it. I am Snugs36. I will remember this. But please, yes. Like I say, I got 5 minutes left. Come on, guys. If you've got TikTok, come and put your name in the chat. Thank you. We'll definitely follow you back. Mine is at Aries Griffin, all one word. If you were to type in a bin chicken, you might find it, but it is at Aries Griffin. That is mine. Again, we have at TikTok Furs on Twitter, Discord. If you want to know the Discord link, feel free to come and message me. Could have used a better. This is not my mic, Asher. Please. I'm at my boyfriend's place basically because my connection at my own place is not the best. But yes, I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you for joining the stream. There's been about 32 of you so altogether. There we go. Neo, there we are. Cool. Go follow Neo as well. Yeah, so like I say, we've only got a couple minutes left. I will be wrapping up very shortly. I will be stopping the stream very soon. As soon as it hits around that minute 2 mark, I will obviously stop that stream. But again, like I say, thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure. Not gonna lie, it's been alright. No. But I will say one thing, and that is, come in, Thunder.
No.
Come here.
Oh God.
Come here.
Fine.
Say hello to Thunder. So this is my boyfriend, Thundertail22. Thought I'd quickly drag you in before I finish. So yes, thank you, guys. You may go. Bye, Tiger.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Everyone said hello to you. There we go. So yeah, again, like I say, thank you so much. It looks like well, right, yeah, cool. So thank you, guys. And I hope you have a good time with Furcation. Again, please check out the dealers because that's coming up soon. Look at the charity, meet the mascots, that kind of thing. So yeah, bye guys. It was nice. It was nice knowing you. Nice knowing you. Nice talking. All right. Time to fly the roost.